Good afternoon. So,
You were just waiting.
here, excuses beforehand because I have a terrible cold. So from time to time we have to stop to make organic noise. Second, my thanks, yes, to people who are not here, but I feel I have to say it anyway, who are Claude. He's a first-year master, and he shares with me the exciting about Doctor Who, and a lot of what I'm presenting come from, time that we didn't devote to other subjects, but we're productive nevertheless because we think about, queerness and social theory and the meaning of language. And to Sergio Rigoletto, who is wonderful course of queer cinema, is the direct responsible of this. So Doctor Who was queer long before Jack Harness, and I'm going to prove it to you. Yes? No? Hi! Whatever. So the point is, yes, the actor. Also, much has been said and celebrated about the inclusion of the LGBTQ population in the new Doctor Who. The Doctor Who had been running around since 1963, so it's part of the cultural heritage of the British people by this point. It ended in 1989 and was rebooted in 2005. So in this new period, LGBTQ population show up from characters like Jack Harness and Bill. We will speak about that a little bit later. But I believe that the show has an inherent queerness, since the Doctor had never been tied to a single body, or a single identity, or a single time. The defining traits of the character, the time traveler, that change when necessary through generation process, are queer traits. Based in the reflection of Michel Foucault regarding friendship and social expectation in 1997, Halbertsam's reflections about queer temporalities, perception and construction, 2005, I will argue that Doctor Who belongs in the realm of queer cinema and TV, as defined by Schoonover and Galt in 2016. For this essay, I will analyze specifically The Day of the Doctor, the episode number 8 of the season 50, presented in November 13, 2013. Oh, we are making an anniversary. That was conceived and commercialized as a standalone film in the franchise. Click. So, first, the queerness before the queer. Doctor Who had half. Doctor Who is a time traveler. He time around in a spaceship named the TARDIS, and he always traveled with an entourage. He had half women, men, dogs, etc. But in this longer range of people that had been with him since 1963 until 2017, 5 characters stand as queer identities. First is Chameleon. He was with the Doctor. It was with the Doctor from 83 to 84, and it was a changing Sentinel robot. So queer, like a commonplace of the queerness, a robot that changed bodies. Second was A. He was with the Doctor from 1987 to 1989, and he is considered by the fandom like an implicit lesbian character, since she never had a male partner, and she's struggling all the time in an implicit way with her feelings and the terrible relation that she lived in her with her mother and etc. And she never get married after she left her. In the reboot in 2005, in the second season, which we soon meet Jack Harness. Jack Harness is the first queer out of the closet character in the show. He's the first openly non-heterosexual character in the history of television Doctor Who. Then we will meet Halbertsam. She's an archaeologist, and she is Doctor Who's wife. But in addition to that, he has had several spouses, male and female. He's also a badass. He's an Ukrainian assassin. And finally, we have Bill or Pearl Mackie, and he's gay, black, and working class. It's like the eponymous of queer character getting in a mainstream show. Click. So, Jack Harkness was so popular, so attracted so much attention because of the social media that get this own spin-off, Torchwood. And this, I didn't know Dr. Who when I saw Torchwood for the first time, and this is the line that presents us, Jack Harkness, in the show. Contraceptives in the rain. I love this planet. Still, at least I won't get pregnant. Never doing that again. So, that's how we know who Jack Harkness is. It's a man who can get pregnant. Queerness all around. Also, the other significant element in this TV show is one comment one young British writer said, is that these 5 characters and others that would show up and disappear on the 4 seasons of the serial, no one ever says, I'm straight or I'm gay. This label had lost meaning for these people, even when they are living in Wales in from 2006 to 2011. So, the thing with The Day of the Doctor. This is a special episode of the British science fiction television show, blah, 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 for the 50th anniversary. It was shown on BBC One on November 23, and this special was broke out simultaneously in 94 countries and get a winner. A Guinness Prize. A Guinness record. So it was directed by Nick Horan, and the plot revolves around 3 of the incarnations of the Doctor. That doesn't happen too much. The point with the regeneration process is that the Doctor is about to die for any reason, and then it changes and have a new body and a new identity. On the Day of the Doctor, 3 of the Doctors meet, and eventually 13 of the Doctors are simultaneously, spoiler alert, 13 of the Doctors are simultaneously in the film. So, the War Doctor, the 10th Doctor, and the 11th Doctor meet together to save their home planet Gallifrey. At the same time, they are saving the Queen Elizabeth from a plot of aliens, and they are saving contemporary London cultural heritage in contemporary London. But basically, it's very important to save the Queen, because without that, they lose history. So, let's go a little bit about linguistics. What is companions? Because all the time we hear about the Doctor companions. And especially in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, it was without saying that the companion was just that, a partner, someone that was traveling around with the Doctor. For the Oxford Dictionary, there's more implication, but I keep with these 3. A person or animal with whom one spends a lot of time or with whom one travels. Yes, the Doctor has half women, dogs, robots, males, something like Jack Harkness, etc. A person who shares the experiences of another, especially when these are unpleasant or unwelcome. Yes, the Doctor has shared a lot of terrible pain with their companions. And a person's long-term sexual partner outside marriage. So, maybe in one book that was written in the 70s about the Doctor, someone implied that the Doctor was sleeping with their companions during the commercial breaks. So, queer sexuality. So, we will go about 3 arguments. Queer sexuality, queer temporalities, 2 examples, and queer bodies. Okay? So, the first case, queer sexuality. What happened? Of course, these 3 Doctors are living in different times, in different timelines. For the sake of the plot, they are meeting, they are together, and they start to work together. So, first, the 10th Doctor is in a picnic with the Queen Elizabeth, then the 11th Doctor arrives from 21st century to 15th, 16th century? 16. And then, the War Doctor, played by John Hurt, arrives. And he asks, I'm looking for the Doctor. Both of them stare at him, because which Doctor are you looking for? And this is the mistaken assumption that the war doctor takes. Are you his companions? Oh, they get younger all the time. So this may be the doctor's companion. And we may be, the doctor knowing who he is assumes that these two young, good-looking male persons may be his future companion, or her future companion, who knows. So this is the first case in which inside the plot of the special, it is stated the possibility of the doctor being non-heterosexual. Second, queer attitude. Oh no, for example, queer attitude. So when they end up in the London Tower, they are in prison, and the war doctor, played by John Wood, he is very upset with the 10 and 11 doctors. And the point is, what is that make you so ashamed of being grown up? One recurrent argument regarding the unfitness of queer people for being citizens is their childhood attitude. All this issue about refusing to be normal is refusing to be adults and responsible. Not getting married, not having sons, not engaging in heterosexual and conventional relationships had been labeled as, in many occasions, as a childhood and selfish attitude. So the war doctor, who is deeply wounded in this point, cannot reconcile himself with these future images of himself. And he labeled the other doctors as child. And they do have something like a child attitude after that. So, and third example, queer temporalities, first case. So, still in the London Tower, the 10th Doctor and the 11th Doctor are arguing about the future. The thing when being a time traveler is that you never know what your next iteration will know. So, suddenly, the 10th Doctor wants to know what is in the future. No. For once, I would like to know where I'm going. No, you really won't. It's all the advertisement, it's all the comment that the 11th Doctor can do without spoil the future of his past and then destroying the timeline. So the thing is, this is a queer temporality. The normal, accepted, scientifically proved temporality that we all share and love is terribly bounded to a reproductive imaginary around the world and their meaning of life. We are supposed to born, go to school, grow up, get married, have a loan, buy a house, and have babies. And then go for Christmas to some place and eventually have grandson or grandchildren, and they will come for Christmas to your place. This is what is supposed to happen. This is the future. The time travel messes up all that. And from that point of view, this is like a refusal, a systematic refusal, but more than that, a systematic promise of the possibility of living a different life. And second, spoiler alert, they save Gallifrey, okay? Eventually they do. So what the doctors do is that they go back to Gallifrey, to the time war that happened or will happen, we will never know that, but they realize that they don't have to destroy the planet to save the universe. They can kidnap the planet from time. They can freeze Gallifrey in a pocket time and save their inhabitants without destroying the timeline that will give us Doctor Who. So, but the thing is, but frozen in a single moment would have nothing, argues the general. And the answer of the doctor is, you will have hope. So this again is a refusal, plain state refusal, to accept the inevitability of the linear time as the only possible destiny of humanity. We can't escape. If you only have a little faith and a little of imagination, you can escape from linearity and you can escape from death, which is where Gallifrey is going right now. And that is the point. And click. Of course, for final and for your entertainment, the Time Lord queer bodies. I mean, this is the master. Is the absolute enemy of the Doctor. He's also a Time Lord. And it has had, since 1971 to 2016, 3 phases. A guy who has some letter fetish, and a woman. The thing with Time Lords is that they change their bodies. So one of the questions, especially after 2005, when the Doctor will be black, when the Doctor will be like from the Indian subcontinent, or when the Doctor will be a woman. And eventually, this year was announced that the Doctor will be finally a female, which presents some interesting issue because the Doctor is married to Riverson. He still is. And not only Riverson had several partners, now the Doctor is a female and is still male. He is in the same, he or she or it is in the same sex. If a same sex can be applied to if the term can be applied to the Doctor in a same sex relationship. So anyway, the point is, and I think that David Tennant, the 10th Doctor, said clearly in the Stephen Colbert show, the Doctor is an alien. So it really doesn't have a gender. The point is to find the right performer, say he. And for me, that is, in a certain way, a promise that the queerness inside Doctor Who is finally mainstream. We don't have to wait for spin-offs or for casual timeline imaginations. This is the fact. The Doctor is here. Thank you very much.